Volkswagen has finally revealed the ID3, the so-called second generation of the ID3. And, well, Volkswagen fans, they absolutely love it. They say it's amazing and you should buy one. Best car ever is what I'm reading in the comment sections. Is it really? Is it that good? Are the changes this amazing? Well, here's my opinion. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm the Electric Viking. Great to see you. Thank you for tuning in. It's great to have you here. I'm in Bangkok in Thailand, but I'll soon be in Sydney in Australia for Fully Charged Live. I'd love to see you there. Make sure you come along or tune into the channel where I will try to have some live shows there, maybe some interviews, some stuff where I'll check out some new technology there and just live stream it straight to the channel. Let me know if that's something you'd be interested in. Let me know in the comments. For those of you who are new to the channel, my name's Sam Evans, and I started this channel when I took off on my first Viking voyage from Norway to Sweden. And you know what? There's some clown who has a bio of me on the internet saying I'm from Australia, so I'm not a Viking. I mean, really? You really have to be that literal about it? Yeah. Anyhow, I started the channel, well, just under 2 years ago. And since then we have done more than, I don't know, I think more than 3,000 videos now. So it's been an incredible journey, and it's been amazing how much electric cars have changed in 3 years. Has the Volkswagen ID3 really changed that much within the last couple of years? Is this new model amazing? Have these new software over-the-air updates actually fixed the software problems? Well, some owners say yes, some owners say no. I think the owners who are saying yes, I think they're being very emotional. I think they're being very one-eyed. They're basically saying to the owners who are saying no, well, your experience is irrelevant. Your experience is not real. It's fake news. Your opinions and your feelings with this car are not true. I love it. So therefore, if you don't love it, you're wrong. I don't like that. I think to those of you who are saying that, I think that's not cool. I mean, just because you've had a great experience, and that's really good. I think that means for you, it's a great car. It doesn't mean that someone else hasn't had a crap experience. And that's what's happening. There's two different camps here. There's one group of people saying you should buy it. It's amazing. The ID3 is brilliant. And this new update is amazing. There's another group of people saying, yeah, nah. It's not really that great. My experience is that the software, the haptic buttons are doing this, and that. I don't like them for this reason. And well, the problem here is that some of the biggest YouTubers in the world, people who have maybe a little bit of a vested interest to like the ID3 and ID.4, they've had experiences where they think, no, I don't like it either. I can't really come out and say too much, but I think, this is not me, by the way. I'm sharing with you their opinions, their feelings on this. They're saying, it's really not the best. So the ID3, it has had some minor cosmetic changes. Basically, the front fascia is a little bit different. When I first looked at it, I was like looking at the car and I was thinking, I can't see a lot of difference here. But apparently there are some differences in terms of the overall look of the car. Volkswagen is saying they think it looks a lot better. Personally, I think what Volkswagen does well is they don't really change things very much. There's just like incremental small changes to their cars, and that often works. Well, the ID3, I think it could do with some better looks. I mean, there are definitely some competitors that look significantly better. I've said the same thing about the Tesla Model Y and the Model 3. They could do with some better looks too. Not terrible, but yeah, I mean, let's be frank, let's be honest. The Ioniq 5, for example, that looks amazing. Ioniq 6, polarizing. Kia EV6, polarizing. But there's definitely some EVs out there. What about the Renault 5? I mean, Renault 5, that thing looks sensational. Whoever designed that is just genius. There's some cars out there, EVs, that look amazing. The ID3, it's not one of them. let's be honest. Now, what else have they changed? Well, the most visible update is the more aggressive front bumper with enlarged air cooling openings, says Inside EVs. Okay, I couldn't barely tell the difference, but yeah, now having a look at them side by side, there's some little differences there. Now, there's another change to this car. It's absolutely revolutionary, and it is just something that just stands out where you go, wow, look at that change. Now, it's had a new light signature for the LED headlights and the tail light clusters. Those new light signatures just blow your mind. Obviously, I'm joking here. I don't know why you'd even bother. Why bother with a light signature? Anyway. New aero. It's got new aero optimized alloy wheels. That's a good thing. A black roof with a matte silver trim on the edges. That's not a good thing. Well, for me, that's just my personal taste. I'm not into the whole two-tone car thing. I think it's a fad. I think it's like, maybe we had those things where people would love having a feature wall. They call it a feature wall. So they'd go along and just paint one wall of their house pink. Or they'd paint one wall of their house black or blue or some wacky color. Then, a few years later, they go to sell their house and people go to buy the house and they go, oh, look at this house. Isn't this delightful? Look at all these wonderful feature walls. That's the way I see two-tone roofs. They're a fad. Now, you may disagree, and that's fine. Let me know in the comments if you agree or you disagree with that. What else has it got? Well, it's got a new front hood that appears longer because the black strip under the windshield has been removed, with the recessed sections at the sides creating the same impression. Interior, quite similar to the one in the current model, but Volkswagen says it has implemented numerous suggestions from customers. That's a good thing. Among other things, the haptic experience has been optimized thanks to improved material quality, including soft, foam-back surfaces in the cockpit. The door panels have been remodeled to include softer and larger surfaces with more generous handrests. The interior of the ID3 is now completely animal-free with a high proportion of recycled materials. For example, the eco microfiber material used on the door trims and seat covers is made of 71% recycled plastic waste. As before, the 2024 ID3 has two freestanding displays, a compact 5.3-inch driver display operated using touch controls on the multi-function steering wheel, and a larger 12-inch touchscreen that controls the navigation system, telephone functions, media, assist systems, and vehicle settings. The infotainment system has some changes in the menu structure, such as a clearer, more informative charging menu that's now located on the top level of the main display. Unfortunately, the often criticized touch-sensitive climate control sliders at the base of the screen are still there. Now, there's a few other little changes in terms of the car software. Volkswagen are saying that they've made some pretty significant improvements to the software. I think ultimately it just needs to work. That's the main thing that needs to improve. And it sounds like it has. So that's a good thing. Now, the ID3's electronic architecture adopts a new concept using two high-performance computers known as ICAS, or I call them ICAS, in-car application servers, as the main components. These computers solve a number of tasks that are otherwise distributed among a large number of small computers. That said, basic vehicle functions remain in their separate control units. Now, I think what's happened here is Volkswagen wanted to do their own in-car software. They've never done it before, which probably surprises many people, but I mean, that's actually the same for most big car companies. They don't do it. They outsource that. And it's quite complicated. Volkswagen realized that when they tried to make their own software for the ID series vehicles. The cars were bricked. They sat in enormous parking lots in Europe for many months so that Volkswagen could try and fix the cars and get them driving, get them working. They did eventually, but Volkswagen have since had a series of different software challenges and problems. The idea is these new big two computer systems, this new way of operating the car is a big improvement, they say. They think that with this new system, there's not going to be all these software issues that Volkswagen EVs have had in the past. That may be true. Hopefully it is. Now, in my opinion, the thing that I think should have been changed more than anything else hasn't been changed. The car has the same motors, the same battery packs, and the same weight. It's not a light car. Basically, the size of the car, it's a similar weight to a Tesla Model 3, and it's a much smaller car. In my opinion, that was the biggest thing that needed to change, outside of just getting the software to work. I don't think they needed to change all these other little things that have been changed. I think the majority of them are nice, but not must-haves. In my opinion, all they needed to do was just make sure the software worked, not really make any big changes, not change light features and things like that. To me, that's just a waste of money. You need new tooling for that. It's not just a simple change the light fixture. You do need to actually make changes to make that work. I just think pointless, right? In my opinion, lithium iron phosphate battery cells should have been used. Well, that's what I would have recommended from day one from Volkswagen, and they needed to somehow make the vehicle lighter. That's my opinion on what should have changed. I mean, the fact that it's a small car with a 78 kilowatt hour battery pack, it's a big battery pack, and it's only getting 540 kilometers of range. I mean, that's a lot of range, but for that size battery pack with this size car, and the fact that it's not a lithium iron phosphate battery, it's a nickel-based chemistry battery. It should have a higher energy density. It should be getting more range than that based on the size and the size of the battery pack. Therefore, Volkswagen is basically spending money, you're spending money, getting this bigger battery pack that's not giving you the range that I think it should. That's what I think should have changed. And that would mean a fundamentally different car. Volkswagen are claiming this is a fundamentally different car. They're claiming this is basically a whole new model. It's not. It's the same car as before with some incremental and small changes. Does that make it a bad car? No, it's not a bad car at all. And I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying that I think Volkswagen can up their game. They can make some significant improvements, and they should. Now, are they doing much better than Toyota? Yes. Are they doing better than Mazda? Yes. Are they doing better than Subaru? Absolutely. Are they doing better than basically every Japanese automaker? No doubt about it. Are they doing better than many of their competitors? Yes. Are they doing worse than many of their competitors? Actually, yeah, they are. Those competitors, who are they? Chinese car companies, Tesla, you know the deal. That's my opinion. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.